Horns up and cheers. It's Saturday night here. Oops. And Dipti has made me a cocktail and she's about to make herself one. Shake away.
My arms are worked out. All done.
Welcome to the Saturday night cook along. It might be Saturday morning for some of you. Maybe it's Saturday afternoon for some of you. And maybe for some of you it's Sunday morning. So horns up whichever part of the world you're watching from. And I hope you guys are ready to cook along with me. So get your ingredients ready. I'll go over the things that we are in need of for this session. For starters, what are we making? If you saw the list of ingredients, you know it has something to do with eggs. Eggs. Loaf.
Yeah.
What's loaf?
Egg.
Oh, egg. My wife is learning German, so.
You did French. This is French.
Oh, sorry. I don't remember any of the French I studied. Right, eggs. We're making something with eggs. And we are going to make an Indian style egg bhurji. And the reason I kept this dish, or the reason I selected this dish, was because it's simple, it's easy. This is just, a sort of trial for these live cook-alongs to see how complex we can make them. Like, it's better to start simple and then make it complex as we go along and as we get practice doing this, because it's an art, and there's also a mosquito here. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Right, so eggs, and we are making egg burji.
And I'm out of your hair.
Okay, so it's very simple ingredients. Cheers, guys. Okay, drinks have been made. Now the kitchen is all ours. I've also got a light here, as you can see. So let's see if the lighting is decent for a nighttime shoot. Okay, so the ingredients are super simple. Most of you who have prepared for this live stream, you've already got them. You need onion. I'm using a red onion because in India these are the default onions. This is probably like half or quarter of the size of like the onions you get in Europe and stuff. You can't hear me. Can you hear me, guys? There's always problems when you can't hear things. Onions, small onion, a bunch of fresh coriander, ginger garlic paste, or ginger and garlic chopped up finely. Okay, great. So then that's a personal auditory problem. I'm okay. Now normally you would use fresh tomato. I was feeling lazy, so I just decided to use tomato puree. So if you have a fresh tomato, that's better. And that's it. And oh, the most important thing, salt, pepper and masala. So by now you guys know that I have this masala box, and in this masala box we have turmeric, garam masala, Kashmiri red chili powder, cumin powder and coriander powder. Now you can make this dish with any or all of the masalas, or you can even use curry powder. It won't be an Indian dish then, but at least if that's what you got at home, it'll be good enough for a tasty dish. Having said that, I think my cumin powder is over. So yes, you can substitute tofu for the eggs, no problem. So shall we get cooking, ladies and gentlemen? Are you ready? Can I take a cheat day in the keto diet? If you're already thinking about cheating on your diet, don't do the diet. Do you wake up one morning in your marriage and say, can I have a cheat day to your husband or wife or significant other? Wow. You don't, right? So don't do that with your diet. Sorry, that might be a little extreme. But seriously, I have figured that I'd like to remove the word cheat day from my vocabulary. But today is all about cooking. We'll save the keto questions and things like that for the later part of the live stream. and hopefully you will get a good view of the cutting board now. Let's get you guys a good view. Okay, I think you can see the whole cutting board. Yes, I've got my knife. Now the first thing I want to do is the onion. So I don't need this little bit here, so cut that off. You can use it for stocks or whatever. You can throw it in your freezer in like a little garbage bag that you later reuse. A little Ziploc bag. Mosquito. Missed it. Anyway, now we take this part off. Yeah. Now I'm going to cut the onion down the middle. Then you cut. Now you just want to dice the onion. Now everyone has a different way of cutting their onions. This is how I like to do it. And be careful, don't cut your fingers. We wouldn't want any accidents. Yeah. Oh, by the way, Mikhail, thank you for the super chat. Really do appreciate it. Yeah, so I like to I don't cut right till the end. I just cut like slices that are almost till the end, and then I slice through the middle like this, and then fingers like this and cut. It's still, my knife skills are still fairly amateur, and that's okay. I mean, I'm a home chef. I'm not working in a restaurant, so it's all good. Once you come to the end, flip it and then just like chop, chop, chop. And again, you can cut your onions as thick or thin as you like. I like to do it and I'll just run the knife through it once like this, just in case I missed any bits and bobs. Yeah, that's it. There, my onion is cut. And now for the coriander, it's just a rough chop like that. You can see I also use the stem parts of it, and those I cut a little smaller. Those add great flavor. Like, I like to use everything, you know. I cut this also. So cool. Onions cut, coriander cut, nothing else left to cut. Now I also forgot, you are going to need some cooking fat. So what do you guys have in your pantry? What is your most commonly used cooking fat? Now, because this is an Indian dish, I like to use ghee. Ghee is just clarified butter. By the way, if you can smash that like button on this video, I would greatly appreciate it. So I'm using ghee. You can use olive oil, avocado oil, coconut oil, bacon fat, any of these things. They're all good. And of course, gotta have a sip of my drink before we get to cooking. Alright folks. By the way, are any of you actually cooking along with me? I mean, if you're cooking along with me, you might not be able to type. I can see people talking about keto bread. There is a recipe for at least 5 different keto breads on my channel. Almond flour keto bread, peanut butter keto bread, coconut flour keto bread, all the kinds of bread that you ever wanted. Even a cauliflower hamburger bun. If you can dream it, I've made it. By the way, do smash that like button, folks. I can see 48 of you are watching and only 22 of you have smashed that like button. So smash it now. Anyway, in case anyone is cooking with me, let's get ready. Hopefully your onions are chopped, your coriander is chopped, and you've got your ginger garlic paste, your masalas, your eggs, and all the other stuff ready. So now, let me give you the bird's eye view of the frying pan, which is more important than my face. Alright. Hopefully you're getting a good view of the pan. So I'm going to turn the stove on first. Yeah, the stove is on. Now, of course, I'm going to get some ghee into the pan. Now this is just a simple non-stick saucepan. This is about a tablespoon of ghee, maybe a tablespoon and a half. If you're keto, consider using more cooking fat because you want to have more fat macros. So this will do the job. And now into this goes the onion straight away. No fussing about, just throw the onions in. We want to get some, get the onions nice and cooked. And here's the interesting thing. Depending on how much you cook the onions, the flavor of this burji will change. Like if you make these onions really dark, if you cook them like really intensely, flavor will be different. Alright, so I've got my little spoon. Now let's get those onions frying. Yeah, so now this is in most Indian cooking, whether you're making curries or in fact even in a lot of the western dishes, it's the cooking of the onions that really take time from like the whole dish. So I like to season as I go along, so a little bit of salt just to help the onions along. Just a crack or two of salt. Is the lighting okay? Hopefully it is. This is a new lighting setup I've tried specifically for. Oh, that looks burnt out. Ah, okay. Dipti, you'll have to tell them what the drink is. It's a pink lady. Oh yeah, the drink is a pink lady which I'm sipping on right now. I don't know if that sounds appropriate. Alright. Now I am a little impatient, so I am cooking the onions on a sort of highish heat. But generally you cook it on a medium heat, but impatient me is impatient me, I guess. Now this process, as I've said in many of my videos, of cooking out the onions like this, it's called bhunawing the onions. And I think bhunaw just means to cook. So, but it's like a process. You really want to get the onions nice and translucent first, and then they will slowly start to caramelize, so you don't want to just leave them and go. And of course, if you don't have enough cooking fat in the pan, you can throw in some water, which kind of helps to deglaze the pan and lower the temperature and help the onions along. It's kind of a cheat way to speed up the browning of the onions, so to speak. Now this is looking good already. It's not really brown, but the onions are translucent. They're coming along nicely. I think let's push the onions a bit today. Let's try and get them really nice and caramelized. I'll try and be patient, because then we also got to add the ginger garlic paste to this and then fry that together. And this is kind of the base of most of the Indian curries and dishes, is like the onion, tomato and ginger garlic paste is like the holy trinity of Indian cooking. Of course there are curries that are onion based, and there are some which might have no onion as well, but it's each region of India has its own unique set of curries, and like the cuisine is different. Even the spices will vary. Like in the northern part of India there's a lot more dairy used, like heavy cream, and in the southern part there's more coconut milk used. I mean, that's the most generic and basic sort of difference. And now you can see my onions are really starting to get some color on them. Hopefully you guys can see that, and hopefully you like the onions, so you will smash that like button for the onions. Now obviously my heat is up quite high, so these are browning quickly and I have to really be careful, because the smaller bits of onions, since I'm not a really great chef, I haven't cut them all uniformly, so some of them will brown before the others, but that's fine. So I think at this point it's safe for me to add in the ginger garlic paste, which I will do, and everything will start to splash now. Ginger garlic paste, there we go. Now mix that as well. There, the sputter has started. Now at this point you want to add in your tomatoes, but instead So if you're using fresh tomato, add it in now. If you're using tomato paste or puree, hang on. And if you've added in your fresh tomato, we're going to add in now a bit of red chili powder. Now I'm going to turn the heat down as well. A little bit of coriander powder. Cumin powder if you have. Some turmeric. And a little bit of garam masala powder. And now you want to just cook out a bit of the rawness of the spices. See, and your onions are fully stained with those masalas. Just look at that. Yeah. Now my heat is low, and if everything is too hot, this is where you would add a little bit of water to bring the temperature down. So let me show you. If you just add a little bit of water. Yeah. That kind of brings the temperature down of the whole pan. And look at this rich brown gravy you've created. Yeah, that looks amazing and it smells intense already. Now in goes my tomato puree. I'm using about 50 ml or about maybe 100 grams of fresh raw tomato. Mix that in well. I'm just going to rinse out the tomato carton. Get all the tomato puree out. There we go. You got a good mix. Yeah, look at that. You've already created this insanely rich gravy. Now I'm going to put a bit of salt here because I like to season every step of the way. Okay. And now I'm just going to cover this and let it cook for about 5 minutes. And while that's happening, you guys can talk to me. Hello. I've got the last sip on my pink lady. Alright. Can you all smash that like button on this video? That would be cool. There are 56 of you watching, and if only 33 of you have smashed that like button, smash like. Cheers guys. Saturday night done right. So now it's very simple. That masala cooks down. It gets, the tomatoes lose a little bit of that extra acidity, or if you're using fresh tomatoes, they break down. And then we will just add the eggs, scramble it, and then add the coriander, and we're done. It's like a super simple dish. I'm also going to clean up my counter a little bit because I'm a bit of a, I won't say I'm a neat freak, but I don't like a messy kitchen when I cook. So hang on. Yeah, just going to wipe down my counter a little bit from all that splutter that was there because of the ginger garlic paste, which has a lot of water in it. So obviously if you use fresh ginger and fresh garlic, it won't have that same sputter. In fact, it'll probably taste better. Alright. Cool. So while this is cooking down, we do have a few minutes. If you guys want to ask me any questions, I am happy to answer. Sure, Aurora, definitely come over and I'll be happy to serve you this egg burji because I've already had my dinner, so this is technically tomorrow's breakfast probably. Yeah, we do need a smell-o-vision. But very good to have you all here. Hello everyone. Hi, which part of the world are you watching from? I see somebody from Sweden here. People from America as well, I guess. I am in India right now. Yes, I'm in Mumbai city. I'm just gonna pop the lid. Whoa! Pop the lid and just sort of give it a mix. I think 5 minutes might be, yeah, just about enough time. Cool. Okay. I just gave it a stir. Cover it again and let it cook for another 2 minutes. Alright, we got folks from the UK here. Awesome. Now for this recipe, I'm using 4 eggs. I'm so sorry, I forgot to tell you how many eggs. 4 eggs. I mean, you can use 6 eggs. You can also use 2 eggs. It's no problem. Ah, hello from Saudi Arabia, Riyadh. Wow. But from Hyderabad. Super. Whew. It's hot in the kitchen though. So, how are you all doing? Are you all good? Are you safe? Are you well? Is everything okay? I hope you're all doing okay. What's cooking in your house today? Anyway, I think the time is passing quite fast right now. Cold. It's hot in my kitchen though. Freezing in the Sonora desert. Nice. Alright, shall we get back to this? I feel like it's done. I can just smell that like it's ready. Let's get back to this. Hopefully you can see everything properly. Alright. Okay. Let's open that up. Give it a stir. Yeah, see, it's reduced down now. Look at this masala, guys. That is epic flavor. Like, that's insane. That's just insane flavor. I mean, you could throw some chicken in this and it would be awesome. Like, this would make the most epic chicken curry right now. But we're going to make an egg burji out of it. So look at this luscious brown gravy, guys. I mean, I'm impressed with myself. I don't know if I should be, but I am. Alright, let's start cracking our eggs into that now. 4 eggs. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. Thankfully, none of the eggs are bad, so that's the 4th one. Perfect. 4 eggs. Just washing my hands. Let's get a little bit of salt on the eggs. Got to season your food, and now we scramble. There you go. Yeah, you scramble those eggs. Look at that, beautiful. Wow. Oh man, that's looking good. Give it a good mix. Give it all a good mix. And that's why I like using the non-stick pan. It, it gets everything is there. Beautiful. And now you can, give it big pushes like this so you get nice big ribbons of egg. See? Get nice ribbons. And now, of course, you can eat this with a keto naan, you can eat it with a keto roti, up to you. See, now it's beautiful. I'm just going to let it set a little bit. In fact, I'll cover it for a second. So now what happens is the eggs are going to set, and then when we break them, you're going to get bigger curds. So again, it depends on how you like your eggs. Yeah, you can cook it to oblivion, or you can cook it till it's creamy and runny. It depends. So I'm turning the heat up a little bit just so I can speed up the cooking. But of course, you can cook it low and slow if you're not in a hurry like me. So yeah, there you can see now the eggs are firmer, and now I can see, look, I'm getting bigger curds now. See that? You can see, right? Like nice big pieces of egg. See, that's what I want. Nice firm pieces of egg. I think most Indians don't like scrambled eggs to be sort of creamy. They like it to be like fully cooked, big curds, very firm. How do you like your scrambled eggs? There you go. That's perfect for egg burji. Look at that, guys. That is, now I'm going to actually lower the heat. Actually, I could turn the heat off now. Yeah, turning the heat off now. That's it. Perfect egg burji. Now, you got to look at that. Look at that, guys. That's beautiful. Look at that. Yum. Yeah, that's cooked. I'm going to throw in the coriander. Yeah. All of it. Stems, everything. It'll all beautifully perfume that egg. Oh man, that is good. Now I like it a bit dry like this. My heat is off now, but you can have your eggs however you like them. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is our egg burji, and it's definitely different from the last time I made it, so happy about that. You can see how lovely that is. Let me give you guys a nice look. First you can look at my face, but let's change the... Alright, there it is. The egg burji. Hi Deepti.
Oh, that looks very good.
So does your face. That's a compliment.
Goodbye.
Soft and fluffy.
Thanks.
Ali, someone said that about the eggs, not your face. Though your face is soft. I don't know about Fluffy though. Fluffy is the dog. I mean, tell me that's not good looking. Okay, so our egg burji is done, guys. There, simple and easy. My drink is done as well. We had like 5 ingredients for this recipe, and we've got this delicious egg burji. You can eat it with keto naan, keto bread. You can eat it with a spoon. You can leave it a bit wet and eat it with cauliflower rice. The choice is yours. Let's see how my face looks with the light actually pointing at it. Okay, not too bad. Wow, that's under 30 minutes and we've got ourselves a dish. Pretty cool, if you ask me. So if anyone is cooking right now along with me, let me know. Then I will, be happy to answer any questions you might have, or if you have any other general questions you want to ask me, go right ahead. I should probably go to a cooler location in the house since the cooking is over, so we can have a little chat now. I'm not going to eat the eggs though right now because I finished my dinner. I've had a drink. Ah, fantastic. Mind if I join you? Where's the dog gone?
The dog's up.
Oh, he's under the dining table.
I'm gonna go.
Okay. I mean, I don't mind. You can stay here. Okay. Oh, you can turn the light off in the kitchen, huh? Cool. So I guess that was the live cook along. Short and sweet, huh? I guess now I have some time to kill. I can talk to you guys for, I don't know, however long you like, and I can answer any questions you have. Hopefully you guys have been checking the channel. There are lots of new recipe videos and I hope you guys are going to try them. So yeah. Yes, definitely try the egg burji. It's a unique and different way to eat eggs. It's not something I make often actually. I actually eat masala omelette or scrambled eggs more often. Yes, you can meet my dog, but I don't know if he's going to come out. Miso! Miso here? Miso. Okay, fine. I'll make you meet him through. So can you see him? Can you zoom in with this? Yeah, there he is.
Miso. Missy. Great time. Come on.
Oh, he doesn't want to go to bed. He just wants to party. There he's
Miso.
hiding under the dining table. Let's see. You have to give him a treat. Any of you are pet owners? I assume some of you might be.
It's bedtime. I hope the camera is not pointed.
No, it's not pointed at. I mean, if you give it to me here, I'll bring him here. Let me see if he comes to me. I don't think Miso settles for twist sticks now. Miso wants chicken. Does Miso want chicken?
Good luck.
Miso, come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, I think he's coming. Oh, I think he likes the camera. Let's see if we can get him. He doesn't listen to me much, but hey. Oh, he went to his crate instead of coming here. Here, Dipti gave it to him.
What a good boy. What a good boy.
Oh, he's hilarious. Anyway.
You want to put the camera here?
No, it's fine. Let him.
You sure?
Yeah.
But he's right here.
Okay, Dipti wants you to see the dog.
Yeah, because he's a good looking dog. Say hi to everyone. Hi. Miso, hi.
Cool. Okay, so that's Miso. He's just going to bed now. 2 dogs, 1 cat, 3 water dragons. Wow. Quite something. Did I miss any questions? Yes, if you missed the live stream and the cooking part of it, you can definitely you can watch the replay, and hopefully you'll enjoy the recipe. Oh yeah, there are lots of places in Bombay as well where you can't have a pet in the apartment. So we were lucky. Actually, we were told you can't have a pet in the apartment here, but when we asked the landlord, they were like, it's okay, we don't have an issue. So yeah, that's cool. Once again, I just want to say thank you to all of you for being here and watching the live stream. I am staying in India. I have never actually been to the US. The reason I post that I'm in the US is because most of my audience is in the US. So basically this helps them find the stream. What is your next live stream cooking video? So I don't know. I want to see what is a better time. So this is 10 p.m. my time. The previous live stream was 10 a.m. my time. So I need to figure out which works for the majority of the audience on my channel. Are more people inclined to come when I'm doing it at 10 p.m. my time, which is now, like at this time, or 12 hours from now? So once I figure that out, or I'll just alternate it. 1 week 10 a.m., 1 week 10 p.m. That's the only way I can do it otherwise. Hey Rishi, I'm good. Miso is a Pahadi mutt. He's a stray dog basically. Yeah, a lot of people think I'm in the US, including like keto brands that used to mail me and be like, hey, we'd like to do a collaboration. Where can we send you stuff? I'm like, I live in India. They're like, oh, sorry, we can't send you anything. Yeah, so noon. So I think when I do it at 10 p.m. my time, again, America also has 3 different time zones. I mean, I can't win. Like, because I think there's Pacific time, Central time, and Eastern time. Then there are European people. So if I do 10 a.m. my time, that's like 5 a.m. in Europe and like 4 a.m. in the UK or vice versa. But it's okay for Australians because it's like 2 p.m. for them. But it's night time for the Americans. If I do it at this time, which is 10 p.m., it's evening for the Europeans. It's like 5 or 6 p.m. And it's morning and afternoon for the Americans, but it's like middle of the night for the Australians. So it's a little difficult to coordinate this, which is why I think just kind of, balance it out a little bit by alternating it, and then, hopefully we'll find a time that works. Yeah, so I'm going to assume cooking at noon is a more appropriate option than 7 or 8 p.m. in the evening. Hey Barbara, thank you so much. We've got these on sale as well. I've got links below in the video description box to grab these t-shirts. And yes, you can always watch the replay, no problem. It's a short and sweet recipe. We were done in like under 30 minutes. And that also was because there was a lot of jibber jabber. I actually did the cutting and I was moving the camera around and all that stuff. Yeah, true. I mean, but it would be nice to actually have people cooking along at the same time. I think that would be really cool. Afreen, what am I replying to? Is human meat keto? Yes, of course it is. Afreen, you will have to retype your question. Yeah, so I think the best thing to do is to alternate weekends. So if I'm doing it every weekend now, one weekend at 10 a.m., one weekend at 10 p.m. I think that should sort things out. I think that works for me as well. Then I can have some Saturday nights off and partay, which I don't really do anything to be honest, but yeah. Whew, it is hot. Yeah, I think that kind of makes sense given the wide variety of people that are watching. Hello sir, there are better eggs available in Mumbai than the farm made ones. It's called H3 eggs and it's completely organic and pasture raised. Give it a try. Sure man, I'm always open to trying new eggs, but these are my favorite as of now. My question is if you're happy to have your beard back. Yes, I am quite happy to have the beard back. Though I need to give it a little bit of a trim now, but yeah, I'm happy the beard is back. I feel like my old self again. Miso. You can have a look at Miso sleeping. He's asleep. Look at him. Isn't he precious? He's asleep. Any tips on growing hair? Yeah, just don't cut it. I mean, you can trim it every couple of months. Afreen Kader, I will reply if you type your question again. I don't know what your question is and I can't scroll up in the chat and check. Why can't you type your question again? I will reply to your question if you type it again. Do we guys know what? Smart Whiz. ETRF. No, I have no idea what ETRF is. So I gotta be honest, guys. I'm gonna be moving more and more away from the whole diet and the fitness kind of space that I'm in. I'm not really in the fitness space, but I'm definitely in that kind of diet space, which I don't really want to sort of like. That's not really my jam anymore. Like, food is really where it's at, and I think slowly I have to figure out how exactly, but definitely that is the direction I will be sort of pivoting into. More of that. Are you doing only keto or IF also? I am neither doing keto nor IF. I quit keto 3 years ago. I did intermittent fasting when I was on keto. I use IF very sparingly now when I need it. Okay, your wife wants to take 2-3 days break after her 6 months on keto. Is it okay? Yes, it is okay. But here's what I'm going to say. If you cannot sustain keto or some form of eating, or if keto doesn't lead you to a new way of eating, it is completely pointless doing keto, because most people seem to get back to their old weight after they stop keto. because they don't have a plan and they just kind of go off the rails as I did. What kind of food will you tomorrow? I assume I assume you mean what will I eat tomorrow? Not losing weight, bro. Worried about insulin resistance. Any suggestion? Go to your doctor, get a checkup. Tomorrow I will be eating ham sandwich. I will be eating some Thai curry and rice. And for dinner I might have some chicken. I'm not sure yet. Dry aged meat recipes. Yeah, the thing is we don't get dry aged stuff here in India. I will have to dry age it myself, which is not easy to do unless you have a separate fridge. I have done some dry age experiments, and I'll keep you posted as and when I do more, and they're worth sharing because you got to make sure they're perfect before you share it, you know. So I'll keep you posted. Yes, I eat anything and everything. I just eat in moderation and I exercise regularly. I walk 6 kilometers 4 to 6 days a week. I try and go to the gym anywhere from once to thrice in a week and do some weights. Yep, I eat everything. Awesome, you've been following the diet for 14 months. Amazing, congratulations. And I really hope nothing but the best for you. And I hope once you figure out what you want to do long term, you're able to sustain that weight loss. I believe you can do it. Cheers. 6 km is, I don't know, 10,000 to 12,000 steps. I mean, basically, about 10k steps is what I'm doing on a daily basis. I think that's more than enough. I can check actually right now. How many steps have I done today? So today I have walked a total of 8.8 kilometers, which is 11,928 steps. So, and again, you know, if there are days where I'm feeling tired and I don't want to work out or go for a walk, I allow myself rest days. I think it's important to also listen to your body, and if you've got, you know, clued into how things are, then yeah. Afreen, thank you for watching my videos, and I'm very glad all of them have helped you. All those who've joined in late, don't forget to smash that like button on this video. I normally go to sleep before midnight. Normally 11:30 is when I go to sleep. I wake up between 7 and 7:30 on most days. Some days I might wake up at 8 if I have slept late, but I am generally quite consistent with my sleep. So yeah. I get 7 to 8 hours every day of sleep, so it's good. Sleep is very important. Cool, so I'm going to take a few more questions if there are any, and then I will say good night because, I mean, it is 10:45, close to my bedtime. I wouldn't mind getting some reading done today. It's not a bad thing, so yeah. I also need to go clean up the kitchen, put the egg burji away and all that. Take pictures, make sure it's ready for thumbnails tomorrow and all that. Vastal, thank you so much. You are too kind. Horns up to all of you. Thank you. You are very, very nice people. Thank you, Paula. I really appreciate it. I guess we're going to see each other next weekend as well. I'll figure out what we can make, and I'll try and give you guys a more of a heads up as to like at least 4 or 5 days if possible before the cook along. I'm going to try and, like I said, keep it really simple. I want to make the recipes really easy for the cook alongs, just because I think once we get into the flow of doing this, then maybe we can attempt slightly more complicated recipes. Cool. I'm gonna go now. Thank you all once again, and I will see you on the next episode of Headbangers Kitchen, which is on Wednesday or Tuesday. So make sure you check the channel. It's another soup recipe, and trust me, it's gonna be delicious. Anyway, enough jibber jabber. See you next time. Bye bye.